Right, as I'm on a snowshoe this morning, just going for a wander from the house, following the river down. I wanted just to do a quick talk to camera because I noticed, although I thought I'd recorded more, like vlogging to camera, but clearly hadn't when I posted the last video. So, and what there was, it was mainly me doing stuff. So I just wanted to have a chat to camera. And I watched a vlogging documentary last night, which has kind of just reminded me why I enjoy doing it, really. And it's just, the camera's obviously what I'm talking to, but I'm just talking to myself and getting stuff out, really, which is why I enjoy doing it. I thought I would have watched more of them back, but I haven't actually. Just sort of, I like the process of just chatting. So, yeah, we're out here. I remember looking at this track on Google Maps back in I don't know, September or something in Brighton. Looking forward to doing it, and it hasn't snowed now for 2 days, so wow, nice little open spot. Yeah, hasn't snowed now for 2 days, so thought a snowshoe was in order this morning, and I might do a few other things and then get to the onsen later this afternoon. But yeah, so in terms of what I've done over the last couple of weeks, month, I've really just been really busy. The snow keeps me busy, but also I've been had a few people stay at the house, and just sort of making sure that they're comfortable and stuff. Well, comfortable, not comfortable, surviving is the correct phrasing. And yeah, done a bit of touring. Like had toured a guy round over to Nozawa and up to Shiga, and that was nice because all areas I know really well, and I can just get in the car, pick people, and it's great. I've done a bit of that, a little bit of lessons as well. The odd day here now, supposed to do one today, but not needed, so that's great. Frees me up for a whole day just to relax. And yeah, I got up this morning. Well, my alarm goes off at 7 every morning, every day. I'm usually awake before that, but this morning I woke up and it was like, if I woke up and I was immediately boom, then I would have gone for a couple of first runs and then got on with the day. But as it is, thought I'd come out for a snowshoe, but yeah, I could tell my body needed to rest, so I was laid into it. Eventually got up about 9, and yeah, out doing this. So let's get right to it. So any problems or difficulties I've had since being here around alcohol? There were two instances which I could foresee being problematic. The first one was way back in early January when there was a big group of us went out for a meal to, I don't know, in Itsukaya somewhere, a Japanese kind of style pub, I suppose, and I wasn't too sure what to expect with that, really. Just hoping to have a good chat with people I haven't seen in ages, and yeah, it was a breeze, really. It wasn't an issue at all. And yeah, I just remember getting home in the evening, Matt and Dick sitting down in Dick's house, I don't know, till about 1, chatting. It was a nice evening, really. And then the other one was that's it. Tero and Yoshihiro wanted to meet up, so that's fine. Again, similar sort of deal. It's got a different set of people, and I mean, I drove that night. So I drove a few people down, and then I drove a stack of people back, and yeah, it's not. I keep saying this to myself. I find it a bit weird that it's not really a problem. I just don't have the. This seems a dead end. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that situation at all. I think where I have my guards a lot more up is if I'm by myself for a long period of time. 'Cause that's kind of like where I ended up. Oh no, there we go, let's continue. That's where I ended up doing a lot of my drinking. You know, deadly drinking. But yeah, so far I'm doing fine, really. No, not really. I am. No temptation. No, not even an inkling. You know, there, which is brilliant. To be honest, I'm not actually that surprised. Like at some point in Chai, I just made a choice in my head. Said to myself that, you know, this can't go on like this, it's got to change, and I just made the decision, made the call, and that was it, really. And I like waking up in the mornings. Like, okay, this morning wasn't a great example, but yesterday woke up, just felt so on it, so ready to get going, and keen to get going, you know, that why would you? Oh, yeah, I'm not going back to those days, you can tell. And I feel compelled to talk about it because that's kind of what you get told a lot in well, I was going to say in Chai, not so much in Chai. They're pretty keen to get you back on course and get you back on with your life, really, which is the same with my contact at the job centre. She's like, well, it doesn't matter, it was ages ago, it was last year, now's now, and I very much feel that way. I think it's important to remember where this is looking fun. It's important to remember where I was and stuff, but not ruminate on it so much that it controls your life. You know, I think for me this trip's very much about getting on with life, and enjoying living in the moment as much as possible. It's just why I'm out in the countryside right now. It's why I'm living where I am. Yeah, like I said, there's that worry I have about being bored, but I've always said with Japan, I love the countryside here. I really do, because it's so alive. The people in the politics is a little bit of a separate issue, but the countryside I love because it's just so vibrant. You know, within 2 months this will be gone, and all the snow will be gone, and it'll be like 20 degrees here. But right now, I mean, look at it, it's beautiful, it surprises you, and that's, I like that side of things here. Where am I going with this? So yeah, for me, I just want to keep every day pretty fresh, really, and enjoy it. And the best way to do that, certainly back home in Brighton, is you know, I find getting up and going for a run every morning. I think that's a really good thing to sort of just a base to have. Not every day is great, but you know, you need a rest sometimes. And here there's just so much in the countryside to do anyway. You know, I've been very fortunate. I've got decent snowshoes, got a roof over my head, and like there's the great outdoors to explore. I mean, yeah. No, I kind of keep having this worry that I should be worrying about it a bit more than I am, but at the same time I should also just be getting on with life, shouldn't I? So that's what I intend to do. Certainly hanging around. I mean, I know early on in rehab in Chai, like, you know, I was going to AA meetings, and I still like to get to a meeting. I've done a few online here, but on the whole, yeah, they're just sort of I find them, AA meetings are a waste of time, that's for sure. They're good early on because it's just good to be around like-minded people and hear different stories and stuff, but they're not for me. I knew that pretty early, but they were just, you know, they were there, they're convenient. But once you get your life a bit back on track, you know, you should do as well. You shouldn't stay stagnant in an AA meeting, because God, old timers, they seem to have no life at all. But that's my opinion anyway with them. But you know, I always keep getting a feeling that I shouldn't be totally disconnected, which is what this is about. I find vlogging, just chatting, mumbling to myself, really, really useful. I did from the second I started doing it. And yeah, I am actually properly just mumbling now, so I'm going to stop for a minute and just enjoy this beautiful countryside.